Hi everyone, I'm Lisa,
And I'm Jenny.
and we're the Shady Trees
Baby Tree
Stitches
Stitches.
coming to you with the July 2024 Challenge Chat. As you can see, Jenny is rugged up in her hoodie with koalas on it.
Yes. Yes.
There we are, beautiful Jenny. And I am sitting here by the pretend log
Yeah.
fire heater. Um, I am in a different place to usual. I'm sitting on the floor in my front lounge room, which is about to be converted into my husband's office. So, anyway, we're here to talk to you about cross stitch. So if you're not interested in that, see you later. I did have someone comment to me recently about me needing a new camera, but I think it's just when I'm on Zoom that my laptop doesn't have a really good camera and I'm a little bit blurry. So I'm sorry if you find me a bit blurry. Jenny is very blurry because she's blurred her background.
Only because
It's messy,
it's
probably.
yes. Yes.
All right, so let's start with Whip Warriors. Um, there is
I think
lots.
just quickly, but not so much just also not just your camera, but also because you're using your earbuds. So
Mm,
sometimes if you brush against you, it crackles when you if you
yeah,
brush. Yeah. So you but that's
that's
you
what.
just have to train yourself not to tuck your hair behind your ears while you're doing this.
Yes, that's true. That's good to know. The reason I use the earbuds is that the microphone on this laptop is particularly bad, and I can only record on a computer. So
Yes,
when we do the
and
Zoom ones,
you have a
as
house full of people and
I
pets,
do, I do,
whereas
I do.
I don't, and my next door neighbor doesn't even have his music on tonight, so
Well, there you
it's
go.
nice and quiet.
All right. So with Warriors, there is lots happening in July for With Warriors. There is lots that's been announced, and there is potentially more to come. July is a busy month in the world of cross stitch. So all our usual events of Scattergrees, Beat the Modmin, Focus event, Strident Sal, they are all happening in July. As far as I know, we're having a breather from the word game because there's lots else happening, but that could be, I could get changed on that and there could be one coming. But we have a new event running at the moment, which is called the Tour de France. And basically, you have to stitch every day on Martha's Post, start the stitches and a finish of the number of kilometres with the leg. So I have successfully kept up so far. So when I get off from here, I will enjoy jumping over and stitching on day 3. We will be having an Olympics event coming up towards the end of the month when the Olympics starts. Um, so keep your eye open for that. And thank you for everyone who joined us for Natalie and my birthday party pop up. Um, so I will be putting up a Notions box update this week, and there may be some things in there to watch for. The other thing with Warriors related is that we have just launched the trading post in the road trip. So the road trip is currently stuck in Dubbo at the zoo. Just to
Bad
give,
place to be stuck.
yeah, so we're at the zoo doing a whole bunch of things. And while that's happening, it's giving the slower stitches a chance to catch up. And the faster stitches are doing lots of activities at the zoo. And our plan is that we probably will be pretty much stuck at the zoo until the end of the Tour de France. So that gives you a bit of an idea when Leg 4 might release. But today we released the trading post. And check out the video that Sue and I did because we showed how it works. And we also did a live drawing and assigned our first sort of half a dozen things on the wheel, trading post wheel. So lots of fun to do with when you got a full set of shopping items. Okay, so categories is the one we talk about, and it's the letter Y. Why? I say why? What a letter.
Hmm.
So the first thing, animal or plant, Jenny, starting with the letter Y. I had to Google a lot of these because
Well,
I was
I don't have any yaks.
no a yak. The first thing that came to my mind was a yeti, which probably could come under the mythical magical, but I don't
Yes.
have any yetis.
Hmm.
Um,
A U for a plant. Does that kind of look like a bit like a pine tree, I think?
I don't know.
A yew tree?
I don't know, but maybe
As in Y
Y E
E
W.
W, not Y O U.
Well,
Um,
I will be using the Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf,
Mhm.
and I have got two things that I could use. There is actually a brand of penguin that is frequented in New Zealand called yellow-eyed penguin,
Oh,
which I could use, but I'm worried if I use that because it's using the word yellow.
right.
I can only use each word once. So
And if you want to use
probably,
yellow for
I,
your color,
I don't
yeah.
know if you can see it, but I'm pretty sure that's a yabby.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
so I
Yes.
might be going the yabby up in the animal kingdom, or the yabby is found near water, which is the second post, as is the yellow-eyed penguin, um, the yak. But I don't know if I have a yak, but I could probably get away with calling my bison a yak. I
Yeah.
mean, it is the letter Y. Surely Sandra's going to be a little bit creatively generous for the letter Y.
Yes. So the only thing I could do would be young something
A young
rather
something.
than
Yeah.
because I've got my um try and make it not blur.
Yes.
Young lamb would probably be the closest I have to anything. Or
What?
potentially I need to look at what does a yew tree look like because I have a
Yes.
few different whips with trees in, if it's something close enough. Um,
Well,
like,
another plant related thing is a yam. So there could be a yam tree, but
yeah, no, I think yams that they're like potatoes, aren't they? I
yeah.
would assume they don't have trees. Potentially one of those trees at the bottom might, I don't know. I have to look at what a yew tree looks like,
Hmm.
but
All right.
otherwise, yeah, yeah,
Yellow is the obvious color.
yes,
So yellow.
yes.
Um, I decided that the piece I had with the most yellow is my 12 Days of Christmas,
Hmm.
which is very fitting to decide to focus on this a bit this month because lots of people do Christmas in July. So this would tie in for any Christmas in July type of prompts that I have. Do you have anything particular? Well, your Peaceful Kingdom's got a lot of yellow on it.
Well, I wouldn't have necessarily said yellow, more sort of gold.
That's yellow enough, Jenny. You want to focus on it, Jenny. You need to
That
stitch
is
on it.
true. That is true. That is true.
So it's a
Um,
yellow gold.
Yellow gold, yes, yes, that could work. That could work. Um, yeah, because I don't have anything that's specifically got yellow in it much, apart from um my En toute saison. But I've already done most of the house, which is yellow.
That's
So
okay. You don't have to stitch in the colour for with Warriors. It just has to be obvious.
well then maybe I do this
Yes,
with the yellow house,
I
this
think that
model.
would be a good move.
Maybe. Yeah, if I have to have a look at the color names because that's what you have to show, don't you? You
Mm,
have to show
yes,
that the color actually
it's
has
yellow.
yellow. So yes, if it says yellow gold, then yes, I could potentially do because yes, you would hope that at, at least some of the gold gold in the lion
Yeah,
might
would be
be
yellow.
some kind of yellow gold. We'll see.
Definitely.
We'll
All
see.
right, something
Next.
to do with humans. I have got youth
Yes.
in my Blueberry Homecoming.
Yes. Um, First thing that came to mind for me was yawn. Not that I have anything as that.
You watching me, were you?
No, no. Um, to do with humans starting with Y. I don't know.
Anyway, a young person.
Oh,
Um,
hang on, back to the water one.
mm,
Yacht,
yes, yacht would work
if
for
you've got a
water,
boat.
but I'm saving yacht up for my travel.
Yeah, okay. Um,
Potentially, but yes, a yacht would be a good one for water. definitely.
Yes. Um,
Okay, so nothing's come.
yodeling.
Yodeling would be to do with people, yes. If you have anyone
Although
yodeling.
how you would know that they're yodeling, you'd have to have some way of obviously telling that they're singing of some
Yes.
description. I don't know.
Anyway, it's a hard one this month, people. We're going to move on.
Mm,
Something man-made. I'm actually going with yard. All those people are in the
ooh,
yard of the house.
yes,
So
yes.
man-made yard. As I said, Google was my friend, sort of. I spent the afternoon and I Googled to get everything that I could to try and
Mm,
get some answers for this, because why it's hard.
mm, mm.
And again, a lot of words I had to try and fit them into the so that I could get the most categories. So some of them I can give you a few other things that are man-made, but I'm using them in my next few things.
Yeah,
So we'll come up to them when we get to them.
yeah. I'm just having a look at some other things. Yarn.
Yes, well, I've got yarn.
Yarns.
Yarn, I've got my favorite thing.
Okay.
Um,
Um,
I've got for trouble.
mm,
I'm working on the block, or that block there with all the horses. So horses wear a yoke.
yes,
So my
yes.
horses in my yoke. Your yoke could also double for travel, I think, because if you've got a horse-drawn cart,
Yep,
I think you could fit that in.
yep.
Um, see,
Something else to do with people, with humans, yoga.
yes, well, I've actually got yoga. That comes
Oh,
into
because
my.
there's a
I,
leisure one, isn't there?
well, there's a leisure one. Yes, I'll save you. I've got my yoga. Yes, see, that's what I mean, Jenny.
Yes.
I've got all the words here somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yep.
let's go to the next one. Is a
Yep.
season. My season is Yule,
Oh, yes. Yes, yes,
which
yes.
is perfect, as I said, for the
Yep.
winter in July.
Yep.
So that's what I've
I
got.
can, yes.
The
Well, if
other
we're doing that, then I can do one of my Christmas ones too.
you can. The Y word I haven't used that kept coming to mind was yarmulke.
Ah,
So if you
yes.
had anything to do with Jewish culture, you might be able to tie that in somehow. That would be man-made or to do with humans if you had
Yes.
anyone with a hat that looked like a yarmulke.
Yes.
Okay, favorite. Where is my Do I have a picture of this one? I may not have a picture of this one. I'm going to use yarn as
Mm-hmm.
my favorite thing because my Notions box has little spools of thread. So I'm calling it yarn
Yes.
because it's really thin yarn.
Hmm.
Nothing else for you?
Well, I'm just thinking yesteryear somehow to tie.
Yes, I think you could use that as yesteryear. Yes, I think yesteryear, yesterday, an old-fashioned piece you could tie
Yeah.
into yesteryear
So I
for,
thought my that one.
yeah.
Yes.
I think, especially for favorite, I think that's one that
Yes.
probably would get away with
Or
it.
or if I've just finished my strawberry one, but if you had any food, you could do yummy. Your favorite
Well,
yummy things.
that's true. Well, we are clutching at straws, so why not?
You kind
Okay.
of have to.
My leisure activity is
Yes.
actually the yachting.
Aha.
Now I know that's not a yacht; it's a dragon boat. But come on, give me a chance.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
my this is one of my Whip Go calls. I think we're 6 and 23, and so I have to work on my Amazing Island Kingdom and my Once Upon a Fairy Tale. So I had to try and tie them in.
Yes.
Um,
Well,
And while I'm there, this is actually my magical thing because you said yoga, and
yes.
there's actually a term in magic called yogi yogi, and I printed out the screen, and it's to do with yoga. And I decided that, where is he? Or I decided that that statue there was somebody doing yoga when they were frozen. That's as close as I could get to magical. Do you know the things that came up with yabba dabba doo? So,
Yeah. Also on the yarn one, so I'm doing the Stitch in Time, and
it's got yarn, definitely.
it's even got, yeah, I think that's a row of bobbins.
Yes,
It looks like.
there are bobbins on there, definitely. So there you go, guys. That's the categories except for the designer and the pattern. The only designer I could find was Yasmin's Made with Love. She's a great designer. I don't have any.
But all our yesterdays.
Yes, and then pattern design. Oh yeah, all our yesterdays. Yeah, yesterdays. That's
Yesterdays.
true.
You've done several of
I
those.
I know, but I don't have any more on the go.
No,
But yes,
no,
there
no,
you
but that
go.
is another one.
Mm.
Yes.
As far as pattern names, I haven't got any.
No.
But anything with the word yesterday, yellow, like Yellow Submarine from Blackbird, um, young something, like there'd be quite a few patterns that start with Y. I just don't have any.
Yeah, I'm just having. No, I don't either. No.
Okay, so let's move right along
Yep.
to Down Under Divas.
Yes. Okay. So hang on, I just did a screenshot so I don't have to keep scrolling. Okay, so this month the planet that we're visiting is Saturn. So these are the mega stitch ones. So Saturn appears to be yellowish brown in color. Stitch 2,000 stitches in yellow, brown, or a combination of these colors. So you could double dip between your yellow stitches for warriors if you're actually stitching. So these ones you actually have to stitch in the color.
I know
So yellow or brown or both.
my friends and I that were doing this last month were so sick of brown.
Oh,
And now we've got to do another 2000 in yellow or brown.
yeah.
So, as I said, I'm working on this block here in Hawk Run. There's
Oh,
lots of
perfect.
yellow and brown. So,
Yes. Yep. You'll be good.
2000 on Hawk Run Hollow, yay, and 40 count.
Yes, but that will get you a long way to
And I've
doing
got to
the
complete the block, so it's good. It's actually
yes.
good.
I did see your post the other day that you'd finished the
I
previous
had, yes,
just before the end of June. Very
right
good.
on time, yes.
So for me, well, yes, I'd have to. Well, I guess if it's yellow or brown or combination, then the gold of the line would be
Yes.
perfect.
So you could try and get 2000 stitches in yellow or brown. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Saturn, next one. Saturn is the most distant planet to be visible to the naked eye. Stitch 2,000 stitches on a piece with an eye.
There's so many. Anything with an
Yes.
animal or a person has an eye. I've decided to,
Some people are faceless, but yes.
yes, but generally. So I'm going to use my Charlotte Worthington for that
Yeah.
because Warrington, I never get her surname right. I needed to use her for something.
I think it's Warrington.
Yeah, I think I always call her Worthington, but she's actually Warrington.
Yes.
So Charlotte's going to get 2000 stitches because I've got to do her for my daily 30 yearly.
Yes. Yes, because the Toldener Garden ones, those people don't tend to have faces.
No.
So anyway, but yes, there's lots of pieces with and so again, if I I can do another 2,000 stitches on Peaceable Kingdom because it's got the lion's eyes and the lamb's eyes. You don't see the boy's eyes, but you see
No.
the animals.
It has at least an eye, so that's good.
Yes. Okay, next one. Saturn was named after the Roman god Saturnus. Saturnus was the god of time, abundance, and agriculture. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with something related to Saturnus. Well, again, my Peaceable Kingdom because it's in an apple orchard.
Yes, and I'm going to do my lavender farm.
Yep.
Because that's to do with agriculture.
Yep. Time, anything that has a clock or a watch. Abundance. Well, I think almost my abundance, if I wasn't doing the agriculture one, anything like this with that little house with the giant flowers, the flowers are in abundance.
True. Is that for the same thing as the agriculture?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes. I'm just offering an alternative.
Yep. No, that's good.
Okay, number 4. Saturn is not the only planet to have rings, but Saturn's are definitely the most spectacular. Stitch 1,000 pieces on a piece with 1,000 stitches on a piece with rings.
Yes, I've got it ready. 5 golden rings.
Yes. Okay, if I was going to do rings, no, I don't think so.
No, and that's okay.
I
But remember, it could also be rings like,
have a ring in the middle.
yes.
Whoops, hang on, where's the there? In the very middle, there's a circle. That's got one ring.
But remember, a lot of patterns you've got have, like, as long as it's an enclosed circle and there's more
Yeah.
than one, it's a ring. It doesn't have to be my gold rings. It could
No,
be
no,
lots
no,
of
no,
circles
no.
that are like rings. So,
Yes, no, but I was looking for that.
yeah, I'm just giving people some ideas. So
Yes, yes. Or potentially my baubles because they're circular.
yeah, maybe. It's too hard to see them.
I know that was really dark. It's because I'm using my work computer because I was already set up here,
Yeah, fair enough.
not my computer that's got access to Facebook. Okay, next. Oh, Saturn's rings aren't solid. They are made up of bits of ice, dust, and rock. Some of the pieces are smaller than a grain of sand, while others are taller than skyscrapers. Wow. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece that has sand or skyscrapers.
I don't have skyscrapers, but there's definitely bound to be some sand there.
Yes. Yes. For me, I think if I was going to do that one, I'd probably have to. Oh, so anything with an hourglass would have sand.
That's a good idea, yes.
If you don't, so ha. Speaking of
Oh,
hourglass
yes.
in Stitch in Time.
Beautiful. Well done, Jen.
Yes, because I'm thinking I don't have anything. Yeah. Okay. Right. The largest of Saturn's moons is named Titan. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with the Titan.
Okay. I had to think outside the box for this and fitting in with the whips that I want to do. My Amazing Animal Kingdom, because I thought, yeah, definitely that one for you. At first, I was thinking that the great whale down the bottom is a Titan, but then, like, you've also got the elephant, you've also got the whale. So I thought, yeah, lots of
any kind of large, significantly large animal could,
yes.
yes.
And your lion definitely would be a Titan, the king of the jungle.
If you were doing this with Laurie, is she still doing her Attack on Titan?
No, she finished that.
Okay. That one would have been perfect.
Yes.
Okay. So next, Titan is the only moon in our solar system to have an atmosphere. Atmosphere is defined as meaning the envelope of gases surrounding a planet. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with an envelope.
Okay. So remember, you get a free pass you can use every month for a 500 stitch prompt. I'm going to be using that. However, I do have a piece that would fit that's not available. This is on my soon to be, like, when I finish something else, this one will come back into playlist. So my world postage stamps has an envelope on it. So I actually have a piece with an envelope, but it's not current, so I can't use it.
No, there's some pictures floating around Stitch in Time, but not an envelope.
Yes.
So I don't think I have anything with an envelope.
It's a particularly specific sort of one.
Yeah.
But again, remember, you don't have to do them all. You set yourself a goal for certain levels.
Yes. Okay. Right, next one. Saturn is the least dense of the planets. It is made mostly of hydrogen and has a density less than water, which means that it would float. Stitch 500 pieces on I always do that. 500 stitches on a piece with something that can float.
My yacht floats.
Yes. hot air balloon. There's a hot air balloon in A Stitch in Time.
Anything that wouldn't
Um,
sink in the water would float.
yes.
It could be a person.
Hmm. You could also, hang on, I've got it. No, come on, zoom. You could also say that the clouds are floating. The kite in Chase the Wind,
Yep.
floating,
Yep.
sort of.
A ghost.
Yes. Float like a butterfly.
Yes.
There's lots of
ones for that one.
I could also do Jeremy Fisher because he's sitting on a lily pad and the lily pad is floating.
True.
Okay, Saturn is the flattest planet. Stitch 500 stitches on something flat.
Now notice this is on the item. You have to
Yes.
do all 500 stitches on the item. So I have decided that the roof on this one is flat. So I will be doing 500 stitches on the roof.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say generally cameos, like if you have a cameo brace, like necklace or something, they're usually quite flat, I think.
Maybe.
I have one and it's flat. Like some like it doesn't have stones
I
in
wouldn't call
or,
it flat. Yeah, but it's still got the raised, like embossed sort of
yeah.
caricature. So I probably wouldn't pay that one for a flat. Sorry, Jen.
Okay. All right. Okay, what about an embroidery hoop or something in an embroidery hoop?
Awesome. Yeah, something in an embroidery hoop would be flat.
So in Cross Stitch Nation, the guy is holding an embroidery hoop. You can see that, and there's stitching in it. So
That's probably a better option than your cameo.
that's probably the closest it gets.
Yeah, you don't really have flat. What's next, Jen?
Okay, next, flat. Okay. Saturn, like Jupiter, has many moons. One of its smallest moons, I have no idea how you pronounce that.
It's okay, you don't have to.
Enceladus, I don't know, is more reflective than snow. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with snow.
There is snow at the bottom level of my animal kingdom. And you're still in your Stitch in Time. Oh, and in your...
No, in that one, because it even says stitch a snowman. Sorry, build snowman.
Yep.
Snowmen. Yes, lots. Snow's easy. And the last one, Saturn's North Pole has a hexagonal storm. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a hexagon.
This one stumped me for ages. And it's like, okay, hexagon's a six-sided shape. Yep. And I thought, what have I got with a hexagon? And I thought, well, I've already used my envelope free pass. But then I realized that quilts are made out of hexagons. And this one here in particular will have hexagons.
Yes.
So I was like, yay, I can do it. I was so excited.
Yes, that could work. That could totally work. No, nope. Nope.
I don't think you've got hexagons that jump out at me, Jenny. So while she's looking,
I'd have to have a good look at my Reflections of Paris to see if I can find a hexagon kind of shape. That's probably the closest that I'm going to get.
Yes, I think so.
I don't have anything else with regular shapes in it.
Okay, so that's the prompts. A couple of the other ones that we like to follow and stitch along with aren't available yet, which includes the pop culture, because we're doing, well, admittedly we're doing this fairly late. I mean, it's 8:30 at night on the 1st for us, but the Americans haven't woken up yet, so The Grace Note challenges are out as far as we're stitching the hound dogs, but not the next part of the building our animal sanctuary or whatever we're doing. The Stitching by the Shore I Spy is not out yet, and the Fandom Stitches is not out yet. But one thing that is out that has just started up again for the Olympics is So You Think You Can Stitch. And they have restarted the team game, a team game for the Olympics. So got ourselves into groups of 5, and we had to design a team flag and stitch 500 stitches for each color in the team flag. And then we now have to map out the route of the torch relay, and the torch is going from Greece, obviously, through each one of our hometowns to Paris. And we have to stitch the miles or kilometers. It was our choice. So I started mapping it out, but my team has got a Norwegian, a United Kingdom, an American, a Lithuanian, and me in Australia. I'm the one causing all the stitches. So I mapped it out and went, yeah, I'm going miles because it's about half as much. So yeah. So anyway, it's fun. And then we're going to have there's different events coming up, opening rings and Parade of Notions and a whole bunch of things. So if that's something that you're interested in, check out So You Think You Can Stitch. I know there's still people looking to form teams. It's not too late to jump on.
Yeah. Semi Sane has theirs out already. So they've got their standard ones, the yearly goals and the focus challenge. The this or that for July is blue or diamonds.
I'd be going blue.
Yep. Well, I don't know. Probably blue is going to be easier.
They've also got their Wheel of Whips. Is the sort of
did I not scroll down far enough?
You didn't scroll down far enough, Jenny. The Wheel of Whips is their event that's happening this month. It's a bit different, and that's where you put your whips on a wheel and you spin the wheel, I think, or they spin a wheel number or something like that.
Yes.
Randomizer function. So that's really all that's happening at this stage. However, I do expect there is possibly going to be an Olympics pop-up. I know that Full Coverage Fanatics is still doing their Tour de France that they do each year. So that is happening. And there is another group, I'm just looking for it on my phone, that has launched a Olympics event. Let's try and find where did I see it last? It's hard when you know you've seen something.
Sorry, little bug. And I didn't get it.
Here it is. Okay, so there is another group that is stitching the Summer Olympics. And so they have a prompt for each sort of day of the Olympics. So opening ceremony, new start, or something you started in 2024. Parade of Nations, stitch something patriotic for any country. So each day of the Olympics, they've got like a prompt to fit in it. So it's hashtag Stitch the Summer Olympics hosted by the Naptime Stitcher. So there's plenty of things happening.
Yes.
All right, Jenny, we better get to stitching. Thanks everyone for joining us, and we will be back. I will be back with you with a video, and I'd say Jenny's going to join me mid-month again.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be on that sort of cycle for a few months now, where we're going to be seeing each other mid-month often. So we may as well stay to it.
Yes, because July we won't be physically together, but August and September we will be.
Exactly. So we'll stay on that pattern for now, and we'll catch up with you later. Bye everyone. Have fun stitching.
Bye.